All right. So let's talk about ways you've kind of talked about like, okay, well, we feel confident the leads we are getting are turning into customers at maybe the same rate or close to that for all our keywords. We want to continue with what we're advertising on, but we want more leads. So answer the question, how do we get more leads? Chris, some people don't like this answer, but this is honestly the most common one I see in this situation. You're getting good traffic. Everything's good, really good in the account. You want more leads. Spend some money.
Yeah. That's going to be the easiest solution, unless you're in problem number 1 where Google Ads is not working at all. If you do have lost impression share due to budget, in other words, your campaign is losing out on impressions because it's running out of money, then the easiest thing to do is to just increase and get more of everything. That's the great part about increasing budget, as opposed to us talking about increasing the rank or excuse me, the bids, pushing the bids up, right? If you push the bids up, you're going to get higher positions. You're going to show up for some things you may not have shown up for before.
Yeah.
Right? So now suddenly you're throwing a monkey wrench into things. There's some risk here. And if you
could
don't know
go
what
good,
you're doing,
could go bad, but it's going to change. Yeah.
The wrong things could come forward and the good things come back. So, that's a risk there. But by raising the budget, you just raise the volume of all of it. Seems a little safer, although it feels a little slimy to say that. But I mean, that's the truth.
Well, no, but you shouldn't feel that way because the answer is, or the question is, if you do really like your Google Ads results, you just want more leads.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't you want to raise your budget? Don't you have a good ROAS? Oh, wait, you don't know what ROAS is?
Yeah.
If you don't know what ROAS is, if you don't know what return on ad spend is, if you don't know how to calculate it for your individual situation, then your Google Ads account isn't as good as it can be. And you shouldn't even be talking about getting more. You should be talking about refining what you are getting. Because if you have an account that's in good shape and you have a profitable return on ad spend that's for lead campaigns that's producing $3 of revenue for every dollar you put into Google Ads, $4, $5 or more, your number one mindset should be, let me spend more money, but like you were saying, Chris, let me spend it in the exact same way I'm spending it now. Let me lock in my current return on ad spend that I know is profitable. Let me just get more of it, therefore get more profits. It should be kind of your first go-to instinct if this is the situation. Now, if you are limited by budget, Chris, it could be due to a couple columns. It could be due to impression share lost due to ad rank or impression share lost due to budget. Let's talk about ad rank in a second, but impression share lost due to budget, you should love seeing that number if you like your results. And why don't you explain why?
Yeah, because when you see, now, I mean, sometimes it's scary to see it because you don't know what it means, but when you see that red indicator at the campaign level that says limited by budget, it's in red text. It looks a little scary.
Or orange,
Yeah, orange, reddish, yeah. And it will indicate that your search lost due to budget is above 0. So if you have a 0% loss due to budget, that means you're losing nothing due to budget. Your budget is sufficient. If you are losing something, then there's going to be that red warning text come up. So the reason Jason said it's a good thing is because there's more potential. You can get more of the same. You can get more of what's happening now.
Same return on ad spend.
Yeah. So there's more potential. And
you don't have to change anything. You don't change your bids. You don't change your settings or keywords. You just increase your budget and you will get, this is the theory, this is the way the data is presenting itself to us. You will get the exact same cost per click, the exact same return on ad spend, just more of it because you're increasing your volume by increasing your budget. That's if you have a percentage in the lost impression share, search impression share due to budget. If you have percentage in the lost impression share due to ad rank, that means either through increasing your quality score or increasing your bid or both, you can show up on your keywords and the times you run and all that stuff more often and spend more spend more money if you increase your budget at the same time. So that's if you see limited by budget. If you don't see limited by budget, but you have lost due to ad rank, you could increase your ad rank and spend more of your current budget. little bit more of a conversation there, because that will change your results if you if you get a higher quality score and get a lower cost per click, or raise your bids and get a higher cost per click.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
But it's an option. And finally, Chris, I just want to point out the spend predictor tool, the official name. Do you know the official name, Chris? I did not know.
No.
The Campaign Bid Simulator.
Wow. Sounds like I should put those Meta glasses on for that.
I heard something about that this week, but I haven't looked into it yet.
Thanks for that.
Well, are you talking about Google or Facebook? Because Meta glasses. Oh, okay. I heard something about Google eyewear.
Oh, the Google Glass?
Yeah.
Oh,
not Glass. I don't know. Something came out. But anyway.
That was dead.
We don't edit the show too hard. Don't be concerned, because we would for sure pull that last 30 seconds out if we did. So that was a downer right there, Chris.
Yeah.
Sorry for that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry for that.
Kind of missed it.
You're taking a lot of steps. Every now and then you're going to step in some quicksand, but
yeah.
I pulled out of it. So let's recover here. In the Campaign Bid Simulator, I don't use this too often, but I'm going to start using it more, Chris. This is where you're limited by budget, or maybe I even see it sometimes where you're not limited by budget yet. You don't have that status yet, but sometimes, or you can click on this little gray chart thing in your budget column next to your daily budget, and it will tell you the estimated number of clicks more that you will receive depending on how much you raise your max CPC bids. And is this thing accurate? Well, Google Ads is very hard to predict, both for humans and machines. So do I really think I'm going to go from 9, I'm looking at one here, to 22 clicks if I raise my bids by 50%? Probably not. It may be off by a little, but it does give you a range. It does tell you hey, if you raise up by 50% in this example, you're going to go from 9 clicks to 22 clicks. But if you raise from 50% higher bids to 100% higher bids, you're only going to go from 22 clicks to 25 clicks. So it kind of tells you where your big change that you will see if you raise your bid. So I don't know. I find that tool to be useful if you find yourself limited and you want more. It'll kind of give you a ballpark of what's possible. Maybe you haven't even considered that, because maybe you thought those bids were kind of out of your range. Maybe they won't be if you see the volume that you can get with that Campaign Bid Simulator.